Hey guys, I'm CJ with TV Pop Culture. This is our review episode, and this is in fact our first review episode. None of you guys, as far as I know, went on to the Facebook page and commented on anything. So, with that being said, there's not really anything I can do about it, unfortunately. I voted. I believe Patrick voted as well. So we thought, I talked it over with the guys a bit, and I thought we'd do a couple episodes, by themselves, see how things work out, and then move on. So let's see if there's any mail for reviews. And no. Oh, it doesn't look like it. All right. Well, today we will be doing a conclusion review for Saints Row the Third. No, just for all of you who does not know this, the game is rated M for mature, which means you must be 17 years of age or older in order to play this game. Due to blood, gore, drug reference, intense violence, partial nudity, sexual content, and strong language, which also says it in French because we live in Canada. Um, anyways, so far, I'm trying to think where we left off. It was near the beginning of the story. So throughout the story, there are many different decision points that you get to make. The actor who is with you in the very first mission you do, who plays Nightblade. I can't remember his actual name. But anyways, you can choose to either keep him in your gang at a certain point or to give him back to the military because he becomes the military spokesperson for the Stag Division. Which, hey, is pretty cool. I decided to keep him. And when you do that, you get the actor himself along with the character he plays as contacts. Nightblade is, I have to say, way cooler than the actual actor. The actor kind of, I don't know. Oh yeah, did I mention there are going to be spoilers? Oopsie. Oh, I'm warning you now because I'm going to spoil the ending for all of you. So if you don't want to know what the ending is, um, I guess tune out later on the episode. You can find a arrangement of vehicles from the modern day sports car all the way to military convoy vehicles. There are 3 different tanks you get, 2 which are from Stag, 1 which is from the military. There is a military jeep that has a turret on it, which is going through the roof. And there is another military convoy vehicle known as the Bear. There's also a SWAT version for it as well. Basically, the only difference is the color, and that's it. Unfortunately, you cannot customize the Bear. The Jeep you can customize like any ordinary Jeep. Now, in order to customize the tank, what you need to do is first you select a vehicle, then you drive that down to rim jobs. Then you go to edit the vehicle, press B, select garage, scroll down until your cursor is highlighting the tank, press B, click accept, and then you'll be able to edit the tank. I, of course, painted mine purple and gold, just because I can. So, unfortunately, you cannot customize either one of the bears, which sucks. But, hey, whatever. They're still cool to drive around. Later on, you take down all 3 gangs, and you get, I believe, all 3 of their headquarters. You can choose whether or not you want to keep the first gang's headquarters by either blowing it up or by stopping the bomb before you get out. If you stop the bomb before you get out, you get tons of money and all this other stuff. If you decide to blow up the building, you do a crippling blow to the gang, and they become less of a threat to you. You also, in this mission, kill off their, I guess, their boss. I'm not really sure what to call him. The French guy who gives a damn. Anyways, so there's that. What else is there? I'm trying to think here. Later on, you get to verse. I don't remember their actual names. I call them the Tron Men because they honestly looked like they walked out of Tron. You get to take them on, and you get to like beat up their gang and whatever else, which is cool. So you get to go ahead and do that. And their hideout is so freaking awesome. It's like, for those of you who were not born in the 90s, or in the early 90s, I should say, or in the 80s, you have no clue what I'm talking about. But for those of you who were and played the 2D, tank battle games and whatever else, that's what their head, like, gang base looks like. It looks like, a computerized tower, which is awesome. Um, After beating them, you get a number of different items that you can use in real life. You get a toilet, which is a costume. Yeah, I know. You get a tank. I believe you also get a motorbike and a car from them as well. And the bike looks like the light cycle out of Tron. Um, Let me think here. I'm trying to remember all this stuff. You get a sword, or well, okay, sorry, you don't get a sword. You can later on go to the gun shop and you can buy like a Final Fantasy type sword that like Cloud would use, which is awesome. Unfortunately, you don't get shoes that make you move super fast, like that one girl, which would be cool, but unfortunately, just you don't get it. Then the last gang, which is the luchadors, or the Mexican wrestler people who run after you. Um, Before I get into this, I just want to make a personal note that do not bother trying to steal the gang vehicles, because once you beat a gang, you get all their vehicles in your garage automatically. That happens every time, just so that you know. So once you beat the luchadors, well, first, there are a number of different missions you have to do before you can face the boss, which is actually more missions than both the other gangs combined. So first, one of the most important missions you have to do is you have to help this ex-wrestler who's in your gang get his mask back. Once you have that, once you get up to that mission and beat that mission, you can finally take on the boss, which I remember his real name is Eddie. Kilbane was his wrestler name. And you can then choose to either remove his mask or to leave the mask on. I chose to leave the mask on, which was a mistake. I meant to click remove, but I wound up clicking the wrong button. After that, he runs off, and you're kind of celebrating. But then you get a phone call from the mayor of Stillwater. I think it was one of the senators. Anyways, so you get a call from her, and she says, "I have tied up two of your gang members um, on the I've left them on the statue, and once the statue blows up, you're going to be framed for doing it, because they're going to find their bodies in the wreckage." Well, and you also find assortment of gang members there as well. Or you can go chase down Kilbane and kill him. What I suggest you do first is you go save the girls. Both of them reveal different endings, but if you want to unlock all of the items in the game, go save the girls first, because if you don't, you will not have the chance to do that. and this is the part where you want to tune out. Um, After you save the girls, Kilbane escapes and flies away, but you do this movie called Gangsters in Space, which, yeah, I know, is just, it's so weird. But anyways, so you do this thing called Gangsters in Space, and it's, you get like all these items after you complete this mission. You get a moon buggy, um, you get, what else? You get a spacesuit. I think you get another weapon as well. I'm not sure, but they, at the end of it, you see Killbane again. They pretty much do the, whole Star Wars thing with Luke, I am your father, and you're like, no, and no, he doesn't cut off your hand. Um, yeah. Um, but anyways, uh, so yeah. Um, what else was there? Then if you decide afterwards to do the other ending as well, which you can, you don't have to start a new file. Then you get to go kill Killbane, and you get, of course, your gang is framed for blowing up the tower. But after that, what happens is you go on the air and make a public announcement to the city declaring the city its own separate country, and you give Stag, I think it's like 48 hours to get all their personnel out of the city, or you start blowing their shit up. And then you you pretty much tell everyone to go fuck off. And then it pretty much says to be continued in Saints Row the Fourth, even though that's not the actual words that are said. But we are led to believe that there will be a number 4 coming out, probably sometime next year. Uh, so I don't know. I don't really feel I need to mention the whole, we're gonna take down Stag mission at the end of it. Once you have done that level, you have completed all of the missions in the game. I have been told that they plan on doing DLC in it, and actually all the people who bought the game are expecting there to be DLC because in the ending credits it says DLC programmers, and then it lists a bunch of people. So, all in all, especially after recently just playing Saints Row 2, I'm gonna give this one go buy it now. It is honestly that good. I would say go buy it now. Um, there is one thing though, and that is I really do wish I had pre-ordered it to get the exclusive items from GameStop, but hey, what can you do? But anyways, that concludes this review episode. I hope you all have enjoyed the review of Saints Row the Third. And until then, this is TV Pop Culture Review episode. Signing.